Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another episode of Anime Talk, a show where I basically ask questions about anime and manga to someone else. And today, I am with LaughNowDieLater.
Thank you for having me on your Anime Talk. I was really happy when you came up to me asking me to hop on here because I've seen some of your other videos. So again, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for accepting. And if you want to actually check out his stuff, a link will be in the description for his channel. You should really check out his stuff. And yeah, let's just get into this video. So the first question that I have for you is, what is an anime that you enjoy rewatching, or a manga that you enjoy rereading?
So I'm not the type of person to really reread or rewatch things. However, if I can choose, I haven't done it yet also, but if I can choose one that I may have done it for, it would be Death Note. And I had started watching the anime first before I got into this whole community, and then I just never finished it. But I remember enjoying that series so much that when I finally got into the manga community and anime community, I bought the box set for the manga and I reread it. And I remember bits and pieces, but I think Death Note is one of those series that I could probably read yearly, like once a year, and I would just get the same enjoyment from it every time.
I see that. Death Note was like the first anime for me that was very serious. It wasn't the first anime I watched, but it was the first very serious one.
Yeah, Death Note is just an interesting manga for me. It is wordy, but like I just enjoyed every bit of it. Like it gets a lot of hate for the second half, but to me, I think it's a masterpiece. I mean, I give it a 10. I know a lot of people will flame me or like judge me for that, but that's also because it was the manga that kind of got me into this. So it kind of has like I have a bias towards it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I have a love for it that maybe some other people wouldn't ever have for it. So yeah, but even if I take the bias away, I still rate it like a 9. So I mean, it's just a great series to me.
I did used to do that. I used to rewatch it, but over time it did become like very hard to rewatch it over and over again. I don't remember what. I think it was just like boredom for knowing what will happen. So
yeah, see, that's something that I get. That's why I personally don't rewatch or reread things anyways, is because of the fact that like I already know what's gonna happen. No read, like second, third, fourth read for me personally will ever amount to the first read unless I sped through a series. Like let's say like an Assassinations Classroom, I had sped through that series to make a video on it, and I feel like I didn't enjoy it as well as I should have. So I feel like if I reread that and take my time, I think I will enjoy it even more. But if I read a series the right way, I don't think and enjoy it so much the first time, I don't think I'll get that same enjoyment or that same suspenseful feeling. Like, you know, like that feeling you get in your chest when like you're reading something so suspenseful that you're like, oh my god, like I'm so nervous, so excited to see what's happening. There's no, you don't get that feeling as much in the second or third read. You know, you'll still get it, but not as much as the first time. The first time will always be the best for me, unless, like I mentioned before, like I messed up and like I don't enjoy it the first time. Like
I'm also like that. But that's really cool. So Death Note is something you enjoy rewatching.
Death Note. I mean, there are other series. Demon Slayer is a series that I can read and watch because the animation's so beautiful. And the soundtrack to me is just amazing. I always mention this to people, but that very first scene when Tanjiro like finds Nezuko and like is carrying her through the forest while it's snowing, just that music, just the atmosphere that is brought to the anime is just so beautiful to me. So Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man as well. Like I read it all, but I for sure will watch the anime. It just depends on the series, how much enjoyment I get from it. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, I think is a dope manga, but I never got into the anime. Just like I see the great animation and the great fight scenes, but the series as a whole for me gets confusing, so I don't watch it. I probably won't watch it, at least right now. There's just so many other series that I can watch or read, but there are a few series that like I'll read, but like I'll end up watching it for like to experience the story. I don't think I'll reread something maybe besides Death Note. Like I really don't think so. It would have to be a few years in advance.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So let's get into question 2 now. So question 2 is, what is a guilty pleasure of yours?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to say my guilty pleasure is. What does it have to be manga related?
It could be anything, anime, manga.
Okay, so I'm gonna say my guilty pleasure series at the moment, because I really don't have like anything too crazy, but I'm gonna have to say it's Maruko-chan. That's a series that I really love. Do you know about it?
No, I don't actually think I've heard.
It's basically about a girl. I forgot her name, but she basically can see like demons and spirits, and no one else can. But like the thing is that if they see that she sees them, like, you know what I mean? Like if they can tell that she is like paying them attention, they'll like bother her to like OD. So like basically they'll like pop out of, like, let's say she's going to the bathroom and she lifts the toilet bowl, they'll just like pop out of the toilet bowl to scare her, and she has to hold her emotions in to not get scared, so that way they're like, oh, okay, she can't see me, but they'll still be around the area. And like it's just her. It's like a very episodic manga though, and I'm not the type to like that, but it's like it's just very wholesome. It's weird to say because it's dealing with demons and stuff, but it's like pretty wholesome at the same time, because you meet like some of her friends and they can't really see them, and so like you see their relationship. But I will say the artwork is amazing in my opinion. Like for the characters, it's just any normal like manga artwork, to be honest. But just the demons and the monsters and stuff, like they're like Junji Ito scary, bro. Like in my opinion. So that's my guilty pleasure, Maruko-chan for sure.
All right, that's cool. I never heard of this. I might actually give it a read. Is it long, or is it?
I don't know how many. It may be ongoing, because I'm not reading it on my phone or nothing. Like I'm reading it as the volumes release. So far there's only, I believe, 3 volumes out.
Okay, so that's not that much.
Yeah, they're really quick reads as well, like extremely quick.
Okay, I guess I'll give that a read.
I definitely recommend you do, man.
Yeah. Okay. And I got nothing else to say it, so let's continue. So the third question I have for you is there an anime or manga that you've been enjoying recently?
Yes. And I'm sorry to keep on with the manga, because I guess that's just mostly what I do is read.
Yeah.
But there's a series I've been reading that I'm currently reading called My Dearest Self with Malice Aforethought. And bro, this series is amazing. It is for like an older audience. It's not really like for kids, but if you can handle like just violence, like there's like explicit content as well, not too crazy, but there is, you know, it deals with adult situations as well, with like illegal businesses, stuff like that, but it also deals with like mental health and like deals with double personality. I don't really know the true term. I forgot. Multiple personality disorder. Yep, that. It's also just a big mystery story, because the main character is trying to find out who this murderer is that they framed his dad, because his dad apparently is a serial killer. Yeah. But so basically, but he doesn't believe it. So he's pretty much dealing with his own double personality, multiple personality, and at the same time, he's trying to prove that his father, who apparently was a serial killer 15 years ago, he's trying to basically prove that his father wasn't the true serial killer. And so like it's and there's so many twists and turns, and it's only 98 chapters completed, but in English, like scans or online, because that's the only way we can read it right now, it's only up to 91. It's like a new chapter comes out every few days, so like we're close to getting the full thing. But bro, it is so amazing. And if you like let's say if you've ever watched Law and Order, like stuff like that, like, you know, like Law and Order, like they'll have like twists and turns to the story, but this is like that times like 20, because it's just like some characters you wouldn't expect are like them doing like certain things that happen, because I don't want to spoil anything, but like they just, oh man, it's just so good, bro. It's just so good, and it's not that long of a read either. Like I said, it's 98 chapters, and you can get through it pretty quickly. Like I got through the first 40 something chapters in a day. You know, so I definitely recommend that. That's bro, like this is one of my new favorite series like ever.
Okay, nice. So I guess to put it in like to relate it to another anime thing, it's like Attack on Titan, because out of all like the twists and turns, I think Attack on Titan has like the most when it comes to that.
It's bro. Yeah, I would say it's like Attack on Titan. Obviously, not to that extreme, because obviously Attack on Titan had like the surprises with the Titans. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But, okay.
I don't know if I should say anything too, for the people, but
Yeah.
like finding out who was who in Attack on Titan, it's literally like that. Except obviously it's in a realistic setting. It's not like no powers or nothing. It's like everyday real life things. But yeah, it's like that, bro. It's that crazy.
Okay, nice. I guess that's another manga that I have to give a read, because I have never heard of this until now. So, all right, next question. So, question number 4 is: are you part of any fandoms? Really?
No, I really never, like, to be honest with you, I don't really have that much time to really be like finding like groups of people that like I don't really have much time to be a part of any. This is gonna be so debate like crazy, but if I could be part of one fandom from anything that I've been reading, it would have to be the My Hero fandom, and it's because they're so toxic. It's hilarious to me. Like, that would literally be the fandom I would join, not because they're a great fandom. It's just because they're so bad that I want to laugh at them, so I just want to join them.
Yeah.
Probably, if I could join one. It would probably be the My Hero fandom, just because.
I actually don't know anything about this fandom. I know a lot of fandoms, but I don't know this one. I guess it's just because when it comes to My Hero Academia, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, My Hero is one of those series that, like, the fandom is just so toxic for no reason. I mean, I just don't know, man. Like, I just hear so many stories. Like, I haven't experienced it yet, but I've heard so many stories from other people that I've met in the community that just say how toxic the My Hero community is. So I want to experience that firsthand, and like, if I could join and had time to join a fandom, I would join it just to see how bad it really is.
Yeah. That sounds actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, just to see how bad they really are, because I've heard a lot.
Yeah, I guess that's with just any fandom, really. There's always a very bad side to them.
No, bro. Like, no, like, the whole thing as a whole is probably bad. Like, that's the type of...
Well, anyways, let's get into the final question. Now, this will judge you as a person. What anime do you think is overrated?
Wow, what anime do I think is overrated? That's a tough one, bro. That's so tough. God, I don't even know off the top of my head. I'm gonna be honest, like, again, like, I don't really know, like, any, like, all this, because the thing is a lot of the series that I get into, I get into because I know I'm gonna like it, So, like, I never really think of, like, oh, this is toxic. I mean, my bad, not toxic, but, like, overrated or whatever. And like, but, like, I'm gonna be honest. You know what? I'm gonna say one that's it's not really that famous, but, like, I only watched 3 episodes and I dropped it, and that was Violet Evergarden. And I heard a lot of great things about that series, but, like, I can see how great the animation was, but I just never could get it. Was just boring to me, and maybe I'll get back into it. But everyone was saying how great this series was, this and that, and to be honest, I don't see it. But maybe it's only because I watched 3 episodes, but I don't know. I just didn't think it was that good, interesting to me, but. That's the only one I could think about, because the other anime, because I'm on my anime list right now just looking, and, like, I don't, all the other series I think are, like, rated nicely. So, like, I would say, like, maybe Violet Evergarden to me, because I just never saw the appeal for it.
Okay. Well, I actually never seen this, so honestly I can't say you're wrong or anything. But yeah, that is alright, I guess that's the end of the list. Any final thoughts before we actually cut?
It was a lot of fun. First off, answering questions. I've never actually been, like, interviewed before, so that was actually a lot of fun. So definitely would love to have you on my podcast one day as well, and do the opposite and make you go through the questioning, because that'll be a lot of fun. Well, thank you for having me again, and thank you guys for watching this video with me in it, and thanks again. That's all I really got to say.
Well, that's perfectly fine. And like I said, if you want to actually check out his channel, link will be in the description below. And thank you so much, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.